news for Viola Davis. She is making history as the first black woman who won an award for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama. Now, she won an Emmy for what she did, and it's incredible. She's obviously very talented, but not everyone was a fan of the speech she gave when she accepted the award. Now, she took it upon herself to quote Harriet Tubman, which makes all the sense, especially when you consider she's the first black woman to win this award. And the quote that she used was the following: "In my dreams, I see a line. Over that line, I see green fields and lovely flowers and beautiful white women with their arms stretched out to me over that line. But I can't seem to get there, no how. I can't seem to get over that line." So she says that quote, and she also mentions that, you know, as a black woman, you can't win these awards unless you're given the opportunities to win these awards. It's a very powerful and moving speech. But one actress from General Hospital, a soap opera, was not happy with this. Nancy Lee Grahn took it upon herself to go on Twitter and kind of protest the speech herself. And here's what she said: "I wish I loved Viola Davis's speech, but I thought she should have let Shonda Rhimes write it. #Emmys. Okay, people did not like what she had to say there, but she continued. "Try being any woman in TV. Wish she'd brought every woman in the picture. I wish I'd the opportunity to play the roles she has." Yes.
Better man.
Yeah, so she's only really been in soap operas, okay? And, you know, Viola Davis has had a very successful career, understandably so, because she's very talented. So that last tweet just makes her sound like she's bitter that she hasn't been given the same opportunities, maybe. Or maybe she hasn't risen to the occasion to get the same opportunities.
Ooh, cuts. Okay, so let's break this down. First of all, I love the speech, and the Harriet Tubman reference is great because, and more important than anything else, I like it because it points out a central fact about life. You can't win if you're not in the game, right? Opportunity is so important. We don't want anyone to win because of any external factors, race, quotas, whatever it might be, right? But we want everybody to have a fair shot. So she's like, look, we can't win these awards if we don't have the opportunity. So the fact that she had the opportunity, delivered on it, great, and that focus, I think, is spot on. Somebody apparently said, I think it was the same soap opera actress, said like, oh, you're not like Harriet Tubman, you didn't pick up a shovel and
actually dig to build those tunnels. Yeah.
The underground tunnel was mainly metaphorical. Okay, but anyway.
I have more, though. If you think that was bad, she just kept going on, and she couldn't get the point. Like, stop spouting your ignorance. So here's some more of what she said. She said, "Harriet Tubman, not equivalent to great roles Viola Davis hired to play. She made millions. It's an unfair comparison."
Yeah, of course she's not Harriet Tubman. We know that there was slavery back then. Viola Davis knows that. Come on. Now, look, to me, now I'm going to get in trouble, but I think the whole, like, first African-American to do X, Y, and Z, they're getting a little carried away with it. First African-American to win an Oscar for, you know, supporting actor, blah, blah. Great, yes, agreed, 100,000% agreed. Now, like, the first African-American to win choreographer in editing or whatever.
No, but this is a huge category, Cenk. And the reason why it's important is because, there's been a lot of discrimination within, you know, the movie industry, the entertainment industry. And so for them to first get the opportunities was a huge win in and of itself.
No, I disagreed with that. No, by the way,
let me finish my argument. Yeah. But, like, the thing about them winning an award, that's an extra layer. Because think about how these awards win, right? These awards are so biased. And it's always the same people. It's always the same big names. It's very elitist. And a lot of times, minorities don't have the same opportunities to even win these awards, even if their performances are incredible. So this is a big deal.
So, and let me clarify what Anna's saying, that she doesn't mean bias in that, like, it's racist white people who decide. No. I mean, oftentimes it's Hollywood. They're not necessarily racist at all. It's just in almost every industry, there's a good old boys club, right? And so the people who know people, well, they know them and they want to vote for their friends or the people that they've had business with, and they trust them more because they have contacts with them, right? And it's harder to break into those industries. It also is true of the entertainment industry. What I was going to say is I retract my statement.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. The reason is I thought it was Best Supporting Actress, but it's actually Best Leading Actress. That's Emmy, Best Leading Actress, that's significant enough. I denounce and reject myself.
I know.
Okay, if we get into supporting actors, okay, then all right, people have won.
Yeah, I feel like Look, this is the same woman who supported Arquette when she gave her speech about feminism and how important it is that, you know, women have fought for everyone. They fought for gay people. They fought for black people. And now it's our time to shine. Well, black women are included in the women's movement, right? So kind of separating them kind of led to a negative reaction to her speech. And I found it interesting that Nancy Lee Grahn was a huge fan of that speech, but wasn't a huge fan of, you know, Viola Davis's speech. Because Viola Davis's speech was very powerful, and she didn't exclude anyone. She just talked about the obstacles that she faced and what a big moment it was for her, and I loved it. So
look, I'm gonna go back and give one more, you know, pardon to, not a full pardon, but a partial pardon to Nancy Lee Grahn here, and I'll tell you why. Okay. So overall, obviously, we disagree with her, but eventually she did the same thing I did in this clip, which is she went back and disagreed with herself. Okay. Yeah. She gave an apology that I found to be really good, to be honest. She said, I need to check my own privilege. And then later on, she said, I realize that my intention doesn't matter here because that is what I ended up doing, which is offending people. She's like, I didn't intend to, but I did, and that's what matters. Which is great, because oftentimes the apology will be like, if I offended you, well, that's kind of your problem, but fine, I guess I'll apologize. She didn't do that here. She said, I learned a lot tonight, and I admit that there are still some things I don't understand, but I'm trying to, and we'll let this be a learning experience for me. So I think that's a really good apology. I agree with you. It's weird to say, hey, way to stick up for women as opposed to what, everybody, right? Yeah. But no, don't stick up for black people who've had it hard, et cetera. And obviously, look, she kind of admits it. She wished she had an opportunity at some of those roles. She didn't get them even though she's white, right? So she's like, opportunity is an issue for all of us. That's what informs her reaction to the speech. It doesn't make it any better, but then she goes back and apologizes. Now, after I've given her all this, I will end on, she did send one more tweet. 30 years an advocate for human rights, and now I'm a racist. So she's frustrated by that, and I hear you. But then she adds, color me heartbroken. Oh, no, don't say color me.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Do you think she did that on purpose, or was that like an accident? Because sometimes...
I think, yeah, sometimes it's subconscious.
Yeah.
She might have meant it as a cute play on words, not realizing not a lot of people will take it as cute, right? But, and ironically here, what has she created? A bit of a soap opera.